Welcome to this very special birth episode of the Purple Rain podcast. This is our 7th episode where we're looking back on the Takeover Tour. And I'm this time joined by Story for the Color Hurricanes. That's right. March 7, 2025 saw our Minnesota Frost head to Raleigh to take on the Ottawa Charge with a massive game regarding World Cup implementations. This just felt like a game from this game. It felt like a home from home game. I mean, the Frost were classed as the home team, but I did not expect Raleigh. And we know how raucous Raleigh can be. You know, the Colorado Hurricanes, they've got one of the most raucous fan bases in the Eastern Conference. I would dare say all AHL, but I don't think Smash would let me live that down. You know, and I just feel like I was not expecting the Raleigh fans to be on our side. I was not expecting to do the whole "Let's Go Frost" chance, and that really brought a tear to my eye. I was just, obviously, so thank you so much, Stormy. But yeah, it was great to see that. So it really felt like a home from home game for the Frost. Because I've had no problem on the Takeover Tour if the respective markets fan base wanted to stay neutral. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's hard to try and root for a team when it's a league that you're not aware of because it's still brand new. You've probably got no connection to these teams, whereas I have, because obviously I've been here from the very beginning. So I get it if certain people wanted to stay neutral, just want to go after the love of hockey. I get that, but the fact that Raleigh chose to pick a side and you picked the right side, that just made it just feel a bit more. It just felt a bit more special, you know, to have that home energy. Which of course is lacking when you go on the Takeover Tour, because obviously it's a neutral site game, and you just got to basically if the home has want to cheer for you, that's fine. They don't, well, then you can't really blame them for it's their choice. But yeah, so Raleigh I think did really well. I mean, it's a tough area, Raleigh, for hockey, but it has grown over the years. Of course, the Hurricanes do have at least one slate coming in the RIT in the rafters, something a lot of other teams could dream of. Yeah, but the fans, they shut out. So what we're going to recap the game, we'll go through some quotes, numbers, and I'll do my 5 points about Issa Hall as a Takeover Tour mark, okay? Let's go. So, Matty Mooney backstopped the Minnesota Frost to a 5-0 shutout victory over the Ottawa Charge on Friday night at Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. The game saw 10,782 fans attend PWHL Takeover Tour, Raleigh, presented by Ali. The 7th of 9 games of the tour, and the Frost offensive spark ignited early as Captain Kenneth Schofield found the twine just under 6 minutes into the game. To over the scoring, Brooke McQuiggy doubled the lead with a gritty effort, tapping in her own rebound, and while lying on her stomach shortly after, Denise Krizova got on the score sheet, finishing a 2-on-1 rush with Colin Schofield to give Minnesota a commanding 3-goal cushion. Rookie goaltender Gwyneth Phillips came into the game in relief for Emma Smashmeyer to start the second period, and an ensuing scoreless middle frame saw teams battling back and forth for momentum. Minnesota continued their offensive dominance just 47 seconds into the third period with a goal from Sophie Jakes. Ikea Kaba added an empty netter tally in the game's final minute to cap the win for Minnesota, marking the end of Ottawa's 5-game point streak. Really recorded her second shutout of the season Also against a Canadian team. It first came back in February against the Big 12. Stopping all 19 shots she faced. On the other end, Matchmeyer made 4 saves in the first period before Phillips took over, turning aside 17 of 18 shots to close out the game for Ottawa. Minnesota remains in 4th place in the standings and sits at 33 points with the win, now only 1 point behind 3rd place Boston, while extending their lead over the 5th place Ottawa, who are to 6 points. Okay, so I'll go through the quotes now. So we'll start with Minnesota. Here's what our head coach can clear to say. It started with a great atmosphere. Thank you for sure to the city of Raleigh and the Hurricanes for hosting and doing such a great job. It was a home game on our schedule, and it felt like a home game. The first period was outstanding. We were good on the forehand check, got on pucks, were able to bury a couple of them, and it really helped our cause. We'll now hear from the independent Sophie Jakes. I think it was a great start for us. Everyone was doing what they do best, and that's when we're successful, when everyone does their own roles. We were using each other well, moving pucks and getting bodies in front of the net. We did a good job of capitalising on the chances we had early, and that gave us momentum going into the rest of the game. And we got another quote from Minnesota. Goal to Manny Rooney. Honestly, that was a team shutout. The team kept their chances really minimal. They shot it down in front of me, cleared rebounds and capitalised on our offensive opportunities. It was a team win. And now I hear from Ottawa. So their head coach Carl McLeod on her team's rough start. We struggled today. The start wasn't ideal by any stretch of imagination. It's never easy to dig out when you are down 3 goals in the first period. Minnesota is a great team. Well, thank you very much. They are the Range World Cup champions. It felt that we had some momentum in the 3rd period with some high quality chances. At least we know we have to be better and grittier. Passing has to be a lot better. There were some mismatched pucks that hurt us. This is a league that night, and we go. King. And then we got finished off the quotes. We got charge netminder Gwyneth Phillips on being a role model for young girls who can aspire to play professional hockey. It's still surreal. I'm living the dream, and we are someone's dream. That is so cool. A little girl in the stands can look at us and say that it could be her in the future. That's the best out of these Takeover Tour games. It gives the girls a chance to see what this league is about. Let's give through the notables. We'll see a couple of numbers that I've got mentioned. If not, I'll mention those at the end. So, attendance through the first 7 is now. That's all 7 combined so far. We've still got 2 more to go in Detroit and St. Louis. Minnesota leads the league with 4 games with 5 or more goals scored. The team with the next most such games of victory he really became the multiple shutouts in each of the league's first 2 seasons. 2 shutouts this season are tied with New York's Corinne Schroeder for the league lead, and she has allowed 2 or fewer goals against her last 4 starts. Gail Coyne-Schofield netted her 9th goal and career high 11th assist in her 5th multi-point performance this season. The Frost captain now sits tied for 4th in the league scoring race and 1st among Frost skaters with 20 points. Denise Grzalba tallied a goal and assist for her 2nd multi-point game of the season, bringing her to 7 points through 22 games. She has now surpassed her goal and points tallies from the inaugural season, where she recorded 6 points in 24 games. Brooke McQuiggy scored her 6th goal of the season, pulling her into a tie. It's the 2nd amongst all PWHL rookies in the category. Sophie Jakes tallied her 4th goal and 12th assist in her 5th multi-point game of the season and ranks 2nd amongst defenders in scoring with 16 points through 17 games. Evika Akaba netted her 9th goal of the season and now sits tied for the team lead in the category with Coyne-Schofield. The Frost forward has now recorded points in 3 straight games and has tallied 9 points in her last 9 games. Dominique Petrie recorded her first multi-points game of her career with 2 assists and now has 4 helpers in her last 4 games with 6 points in 11 games. The Frost 5th round pick ranks 4th among rookies with a 0.64 points per game average. Grace Winkle recorded her 2nd assist of the season and 1st points since December the 22nd. 3 of the Frost forwards' 5 points have come against Ottawa following a 2-goal performance on the December 19 in a 5-2 win. Charge forward Emily Clark's 6-game point streak came to an end. Rebecca Leslie missed a 2nd straight game for the Charge with an upper body injury. Minnesota is one of 2 teams to have scored the game's first goal in 13 of their games this season, alongside Ottawa. The Frost have picked up points in 10 of 13 when hitting the score sheet first. And the Frost scored 3 goals in the first period for the first time this season. Ottawa has allowed 4 or more goals in back-to-back games for the second time this season, following a 5-4 overtime win against the Sirens on February 26. The first time the Charge reached this mark was in a pair of losses to Montreal and Toronto on July 29 and February 1st, respectively. Minnesota will play in the 8th stop of the PWHL Takeover Tour in Detroit versus New York on March 16, while Ottawa will play in the final stop, that's in St. Louis, on March 29 versus Boston on March 29. And the Frost joined the Fleet and the Victoire with 2 wins so far in this season's PWHL Takeover Tour. Yes, there are 2 notables I want to talk about before we finish off. The first of those is that this victory marks the first time on the Takeover Tour that a team has won in a shutout. Nobody has shut out a team on the Takeover Tour until this point. And Ottawa and New York are still the only 2 teams yet to win a Takeover Tour game. They've only got 1 chance left each. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. So far only the Fleet, Victoire, Scepters and the Frost have managed to pick up wins on the Takeover Tour so far. So, let me finish off with how I thought about Raleigh as a whole. Right, so let's go back to our attendance number, because I think I want to make that the big highlight. So, 10,782. Double check. Yeah. So, it's not really good. It's not. I mean, it's better than Buffalo. It's not great, but at the same time, a decent crowd. I mean, it sounded like more than 10,000. It really did. But I think for a market like Raleigh, that's okay for a neutral site game. That's all right. It's not great, but it's not completely bad. That's kind of all right. Do I think the Hurricanes could have done a better job at marketing this game? Absolutely yes. But for me, the fact you managed to get into 5 figures, whereas Buffalo did not, that's impressive as a whole. Yeah, I would have liked a bit more on that, especially if we're trying to think, if people are thinking of the Takeover Tour sites who should get an expansion team right now, I don't think that really helps Raleigh's case. I really don't, Stormy. I really don't. I just no. Yeah, I think Raleigh, would be one of those cities that I would think, let's give them another one, see how they do there, and then we can judge, right, is that going to be enough to warrant an expansion team like what we're seeing with Detroit? I think they're gonna go first. They will go first, and then that's after that. God knows after that. We could talk about that next one with Detroit. But Raleigh, well done for coming out. Well done for showing showing up and being loud and proud. I wonder if they saw my post that I did about Takeover Tour game, because the Hurricanes did a post on it on the socials and the Frost supplier by saying, who are you rooting for? And I wrote back saying they better be rooting for us, or otherwise I'm turning Stormy to a bacon butty. So they clearly must have heard it or seen it because you're still here, not in the subway wrapping paper. So well done for surviving. I'll give you that. We had a couple of your players in attendance as well who fired off the sirens to get the game underway. That was very good there. So well done for that, Stormy. Yeah, it was really raucous. It was a really raucous night. Great to see that they were all literally on our side. I would love to know if there were anybody who did go to Raleigh who was side with Ottawa. Let me know by contact the show team or in the comments below. I'd love to know, were there any Raleigh fans in there who were backing the charge, or was it all my side? Was it all Frost? That did, though, really brought a tear to my eye, because I was like, oh my god, they're cheering for us. They don't even know who we are, technically, because obviously this is still brand new. This is still a brand new league. So the fact that they're cheering our name, it's like, oh my god. It's like, well, God, that's the second time on this Takeover Tour I've been close to tears. Denver went that attendance record, which I think is gonna get smashed by Detroit, and then obviously this last one with you chanting our name, it just brought tears to my eyes. It's just showing that there is love for this league outside of the inaugural 6 markets, which is really good, because that's obviously we want to, because obviously that's the idea behind neutral site games, is you take other markets who don't have PHL teams, and you grow the game and hope. And grow the awareness of the league outside of the inaugural 6 market, because we are going to expand one day. We're not going to be a 6-team league forever. So we need to start looking at these potential markets that could become future homes. And I think for me right now, Raleigh's not done. I don't know about Raleigh. I don't know. I think, Stormy, you need to have another one. You need another Takeover Tour game. Build on that, and then maybe you can come back to me and say, right, you're ready for a team. Plus there's also other stuff we need to work out. It's Stormy, of what you need to get an expansion team, because there's lots of criteria you would need to check to get a team. It's not just gonna be that simple. Unlike in the AHL, where it's just straightforward. You just have to beg Gary Bettman, and then eventually he'll say yes. No, but I think, but this game, I thought, Raleigh, you did yourselves proud. You came out, you showed out, you were loud and proud, and you chose to do what not many other Takeover Tour stops have done. That was literally hoil your mast to hoil yourself to a mast, and you chose my mast, and I'm... It's not a euphemism, don't be rude! Stormy! You chose to hoist it on my mast, and I'm very happy for that. I'm very proud of that. So thank you so much for getting behind the frost in that table tour game. And it really did feel like a home from home game. Obviously we would. The fact that it felt home from home because Raleigh just took the roof off was amazing. Although one thing I'll put out, and me and Lady noticed this was you didn't do our goal song right. You mucked up our chorus. You're not supposed to do the verse. I don't think me and Lady realised till I think about it was goal number 3. It was like, have they mucked up our goal song? It was like, yeah. Although it's the thought that counts. Yes, it's the thought that counts. I'm surprised. I'm actually quite surprised on the table tour that they have used every team's goal song. I wouldn't have been surprised if they just wanted to use that respective market's goal song. But anyway, never mind. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. But yeah, but I think Raleigh, you did really well. I think you should be so proud of yourselves. It was a decent showing. Could have been a bit more, especially given how some of the other markets that had table tours gone higher than that. But you're not last. You're not coming last on the attendance standings, so you're not coming last. That's gonna be Buffalo, unless Louis falters, because Detroit's definitely not coming last. So the question is, what's Louis gonna do at the end of the month? But you, Stormy, you can at least say, well, we've not come last. So that's achievement in itself. Yeah, but honestly, Raleigh, well done. Very proud of you guys. Thank you so much for coming out to support the Frost. Yeah, so, it was an incredible game to watch. And next up, Detroit.